Alright, hello my friends, and welcome to Tales of Maj'Eyel, or TOME, as it's often called. I'm going to be doing a quick playthrough of this because I have been playing it a lot lately, and it's really fun and really cool, and I wanted to show you guys this game. This is widely considered one of the best roguelike adventure RPGs out there, currently available. It's got a lot of neat features that it sort of modernize the genre a little bit and make it really accessible. It's got a really great clean interface and some cool lore and all kinds of really awesome stuff that makes this game really fun. So without further ado, I will jump into TOME. Let us create a new game. So as you can see, there's a whole lot of race and class options, and each of these categories jumps out into like more of them. These are mostly unlockable. You start with a few and you have to unlock most of them. I have unlocked a bunch of them, but by no means am I close to finishing all the unlockables. This game is hard. And one thing that sort of mitigates that difficulty is that you can set it to adventure mode permadeath. So either you can set it to roguelike, where you just have one life, or adventure mode, where you have a few lives, which is what I have been playing on because, frankly, I suck at this game. I am really bad at it, comparatively speaking. Because roguelikes are generally about iteration, right? You go through and you figure out a little bit more each playthrough, and until eventually you can make your way through the game. So I just unlocked the Temporal Warden class, who is a type of chronomancer class, and so they allow you to use two weapons, so a sword and dagger, or a mace and dagger, or whatever, and a bow, and cast sort of time manipulation spells, all of which are kind of sweet. So we're going to be trying one of those. So yeah, I'm just going to be creating a character and we'll get right into it. I will be a Shaloran Elf Temporal Warden. I like the Shaloran Elf because they get bonus magic and willpower, they get bonus dexterity, and they have some sweet racial abilities that like increase their speed, and speed is very important in this game because global speed sort of means how often you get to take turns. So if you have like 200% speed, you take twice as many turns as everything around you, which is spectacular, obviously. Yes, I wish to overwrite that character. Okay, so let's jump into this and see what we can see. One thing I will point out is that this game has incredible background music, which I think is really important in an RPG especially. So hopefully you guys can hear that, but it's not too incredibly loud. Actually, I'm going to rebalance the sound just a little bit. No, it's not important right now. Okay, so this is my character, my level up screen. As you can see, there's a ton of ability trees, but I only have access to the first one in each tree for now. I have 2 class points and 1 generic point to spend on things, and 2 stat points as well. I'm going to dump both my stat points into dexterity. Dexterity determines your damage with bows and daggers, and I have, as a dual wielder, I have a dagger in my offhand and a bow in a bow, so that's great. I'm going to leave a point in dual strike because it's a stunning ability, which is awesome. It basically lets me do 2 attacks as one attack, and it stuns, which reduces the enemy damage and prevents them from casting abilities. Very powerful status effect. I'm going to leave this point in celerity because it means that switching between equipped weapon sets no longer takes a turn, so I can switch between my bow and my sword and dagger combo without taking a turn. This increases my strength and physical save. It's a sustained ability, so it costs some paradox, which is my casting resource, as sort of the mana of this class, to sustain. And I'm going to put 2 points into weapon folding, which adds bonus temporal damage to my weapons, another sustained ability. And then my generic point I'm going to dump into dimensional step. I'm going to probably get 1 point in each of these so I can max out space-time mastery because it reduces my cooldowns, I think. I'm by no means an expert. Wow, there's something horrible is going on directly over my head. I think one of my roommates is moving furniture, so hopefully you can't hear that. Anyways, but there's a lot of loud noises in the background. So Dimensional Step lets me teleport away, useful for a ranged character, and yeah, let's just jump right to it. Welcome, Eteran. You are a chronomancer, a keeper of reality. The keepers of reality are a group of chronomancers who took upon the self-assigned tasks of preserving the timelines around Maj'Eyel. You have trained for most of your life in the town of Point Zero, the stronghold of the keepers, placed at the very center of all time threads since the Spellblaze disrupted the normal temporal streams and permitted chronomancy to exist. Point Zero keepers must constantly stay vigilant against the monstrous horrors of the unreality outside. You've heard about temporal disruption in Maj'Eyel and want to investigate. However, Grand Keeper of Reality Zemekis has requested to see you. Eteran, you are called to serve. The nearby unhallowed morass inhabitants are growing restless. You must go there and find the source. I will, Grand Keeper. Alright, so this is just the first level here. I'm going to switch to my bow. Let's take a quick look at my items. This is my inventory. I have an elm longbow, quiver of elm arrows, rough leather armor, and if I switch my weapon set, an iron longsword and iron dagger. Okay. So my abilities are shoot, which is what you'd expect, dual strike, reload, which lets me reload ammo. I only have 8 shots, so I need to reload. A shielding rune, which I can pop that and it's instant. It doesn't take a turn to activate to prevent 100 damage, which is obviously very helpful as a panic button. My sustained abilities, which I'm going to turn on now, because that increases my strength, and my physical power, which is my damage basically, and also gives me bonus damage. And I have Dimensional Step, which lets me jump 3 spaces, Phase Door, which teleports me to a random location within 10 spaces, and Grace of the Eternals, which increases my speed a little bit. So let's run around and see if we can find some enemies. There's an orb spinner somewhere down there. One thing this game has which is awesome is an auto-explore feature. So if I hit Z, then my guy will run around and try to find places that I haven't been yet, which is like really nice. I'm going to switch weapons to my main hand weapon, to my melee weapons, because this guy's in melee with me, and hit him. He's stunned, and stab him. There we go. So the auto-explore feature is really nice because it will allow you to make sure that you clear all the levels, and since this game is very, very difficult, it's very important to clear the levels to make sure that you level up as much as possible. This game doesn't have grinding, you don't have to do anything twice, but you want to make sure that everything that you can do once, you do. Because this game is, like I said, very hard. I would not be surprised if I die in this first video, even though the early game is sort of set up to prevent that from happening, but you can run into enemies that are just very dangerous and will fuck you up. There's the exit to this zone, which is nice. This is an interesting zone because it's sort of this time warp zone, I guess. Die, switch weapons, stab him. Oop, missed. Alright, so just clearing this zone real quick, and then we're moving. So the enemies here don't drop items, which kind of sucks, because one of the obviously important struggles in the early game is making sure that you have adequate gear to get further on. So not getting items in sort of your starting zone is kind of difficult to deal with. But, oh, I need to, no. Switch weapons, stab him, okay, there we go. Alright, I was bleeding out a bit there, but that's fine. I can always, one thing that the Auto Explorer also does is rest. It starts resting for me, so, ooh, this could be dangerous. I'm going to turn on my shield here and stab this guy. I have been confused, I think. Yep, confused, which is a status effect that makes my stuff sometimes fail. So I'm like having trouble attacking that guy because I was confused. And as you can see, he actually broke my shield there, so the fact that I turned it on is pretty important. Ooh. I'm unable to move. Why am I unable to move? Oh, he pinned me because he's a spider. So since this projectile is guaranteed to hit me, I'm turning on my shield, and then I'm just gonna wait a turn for this guy to get closer to me, and then I will start shooting him, because he was out of range of my arrows there. Stab him, stab him, stab him, stab him, stab him, stab him. Uh-oh. I'll use Dimensional Step to hop away a bit, switch back to my bow, shoot this guy, kind of kiting around for my shielding rune to come back up. Switch weapons again, activate my shielding rune, stab this guy a couple times. Alright, and that got me a level, so we were able to level up a bit. Going to continue to sink points. Oh, I'm going to put 1 point in willpower, because that will enable me to take the 3rd level of weapon folding. And then I'm going to put another point into dexterity, and another point into constitution, because I want to always put a point into constitution as sort of my build plan here, to make sure that I don't just get one shot by stuff. One problem with the Shaloran elf race that I am playing right now is that they don't get many hit points per level, so they are quite weak in that respect. I can reduce the cooldown of my Grace of the Eternals ability, which is kind of nice to do. So I'm going to spend those generic points on that. Switch back to my bow, reload. Kill that guy. I'm out of ammo, so I'm gonna activate my reload talent, which will load 1 arrow every turn. That I don't do anything else. So reload, switch weapons, and kill that guy. Switch back, reload, and auto explore. Auto explore also reloads for you, so it's like there's a lot less sort of unnecessary clicking in this game than in a lot of RPGs, which is pretty nice. I like that. Die already, you whore. Alright, got him. Oh man, this guy getting close to me. Missed. Hit him. Hit him. Oh, there's another one too. He came from over there where I can't see. Let's, oh no, there's another one. Okay, activating my shield, switching back weapons, killing him. Cool. The fact that it doesn't take... Normally, most characters have to take a turn to switch weapons, which is... Whoop, I got teleported away. Which is kind of hard to deal with for most people, so... the fact that this character class doesn't have to take a turn to switch weapons is one of the more powerful features of the class, I think. I could dodge that projectile by moving away from the square it was fired at, so I did that. Switching weapons, stabbing that guy, switching weapons. Alright. So you can see I have kind of a system for this. Because this part of the game is not that hard, and we have gotten that level. Now this level is where the boss appears. And I want to be really careful because the boss of this zone is really quite hard for a level 1. And for the boss of a tier 1 dungeon. It has powerful damage over time effects and stuff like that, which are very annoying to deal with. And stab him. Okay. And shoot him, and shoot him, and shoot him, and shoot him, and shoot him. Ow. Alright, so I think this is the boss. It blinded me. I'm just gonna phase door away because I was blinded, and I want to, I want to get somewhere else where I can rest a little bit. Damn it! These things keep blinding me. Oh no, it's just a Fate Weaver. It's not even the normal... It's not even the boss. Okay, the Fate Weaver teleported me away, which is honestly fine by me. I did damage to it. There's another orb spinner up there, which I can take out with some judicious use of arrows. If I can pick off most of the ads before actually encountering the boss, I'm not sure where it is currently, but if I can pick them off, that's obviously great for me. Because it means I'm less likely to have to kite the boss around into something horrible. There's several dudes here. As you'll notice, I'm not always switching weapons away from my bow when the enemies get into melee, only if it looks like I'll need to stay in melee for a long time. Am I doing that? Stunning these guys is also very helpful, so it's nice to be able to do that. Alright, well I still haven't found the boss, unless it was what blinded me. Which I think it was, since I don't believe any of these other creatures have a blind ability. Yep, well, something blinded me again. Damn it! It'd be nice if I could resist the blind effect. Yeah, there it is. The Weaver Queen. A dangerous foe indeed. Who's over there? Okay, I'm gonna have to run, I think, and kite a bit. Ow! I'm just gonna dimension step away from this guy. In fact, I'm just gonna keep running because I want to rest. Nope, can't rest. Dealt it a little bit of damage. I'm gonna phase door and hope that yeah, phase door landed me in a good spot. Oh, it chased me. Okay, I'm gonna shield. I'm gonna activate my Grace of the Eternals ability. I'm gonna shoot it. Okay, it banished me. Banish was pretty good for me there, because oh, it banished me to somewhere pretty close, actually, which all that did was put my thing on my shielding rune on cooldown. Ow. I might need to phase door away before it kills me. Yeah, I'm gonna keep running over here. I'm gonna see if I can get some resting done. Okay, cool. Ah, damn it! Its fucking blind is just obliterating me. Alright, activate Grace of the Eternals. Gives me a move speed buff. Shoot it. So, as you can see there, I got 2 turns, while it only got 1 turn. It's a little surprising that it's running away from me like that. Having trouble actually hitting it because it keeps running away. Ow, damn it. I'm gonna just dimension step back and wait for my shielding rune to come back up. Rest as long as I can. Okay, the thing didn't chase me. Ha! I've got it on the run now. Ow. Fuck. Was confused and failed to attack there. I shoot it, I shoot it, I shoot it, I shoot it. Shoot it. Okay. Alright. There we go. Finally got the Weaver Queen dead, but it looks like it's not the problem here. Something else is causing this problem. However, that gave me 2 levels, because bosses give a ton of experience. So I'm going to put 2 points in Dex, 1 point in Con, 2 points in Dex, 1 point in Con. And with my 2 class points, I'm going to take Bow Mastery, which gives me some bonus damage here, and a point in Flurry, which gives me a second powerful melee ability. It's basically 6 attacks at 67% damage each, which is obviously great. That's a good amount of damage. Then I'm going to put a point into Combat Accuracy, so that I stop missing so much, and a point into Dagger Mastery, which gives me more damage with my offhand weapon. Just some pretty good stuff to have overall. And let's just make sure that I have explored... Ooh, I had not, in fact, explored this whole zone. There were still dudes. So I'll show you my new ability in a minute here. Anyways, change level. The rift has brought you back to point 0 and the source of the disturbances. A temporal defiler is attacking the town. All the keepers in range are attacking it. Alright, have to fight... Oh, it blinded me. God damn it. So, in point 0, I have, like, super powerful health pool for some reason. I don't know why. But, this thing is fucking me up. Ow! Okay, I'll stun that guy. I'll stab it. Shield. Oh, okay, it's just breaking my shield. I have to kite this guy. Jump to this island here. Jump back. Alright, and we got the Temporal Defiler because my buddies killed him. And now I get to pick up some items. So I got the Shard of Crystallized Time, an iridescent shard of violet crystal. Its light ebbs and flows, sometimes fast and sometimes slow, keeping track with the chaotic streams of time itself. It makes you feel both old and young, a newborn child and an ancient being, your flesh simply one instance in 1,000 refractions of a single timeless and eternal soul. And the Rod of Recall, which lets me jump to the world map, which we're going to do in a second. First, I'm going to look at my items here. I got, actually 2 good items that I want to use. I'm going to switch weapon sets real quick. Oh, I can do that from in my inventory, cool. That's good to know. So this iron longsword is much worse than this flaming iron mace. Actually, I can do a comparison here. So as you can see, I gain 1 damage, and I also gain some armor penetration and damage on fire damage on hit, and this iron dagger is much worse than this insidious iron dagger, which gives me poison damage on hit. I'm also going to equip my new Shard of Crystallized Time, a unique tool which gives me some pretty good stuff. Plus 5 defense, plus 2 con, plus 4 will, plus 7% temporal damage, and reduces paradox failures. So the way paradox works, which is my casting stat, is when I am using too many abilities at once, I have a chance of failing to use spells. And I'm going to transmogrify this staff into gold. So another thing this game does is fairly early on you get access to the transmogrification chest, which can just turn all your gear into gold without you having to go to a store, which is like pretty great also. Alright, so here is the world map of Maj'Eyel. As you can see, I'm on this little mountainous area with plains, and we're going to be looking for some low-level dungeons to do, but first we can grab this guy's quest. Good day to you, fellow traveler. What brings an apprentice mage out into the wilds? Ah, my story is a sad one. I should not trouble you with it, my friend. That is no trouble at all. Please tell me. Well, if you insist. I'm a novice mage, as you might have noticed, and my goal is to be accepted by the people of Engelwyn and be taught the secrets of the arcane. Who are the people of Engelwyn? I don't think I'm supposed to talk about them. This is because mages are hated in Maj'Eyel, and if you are a mage, as indeed I am, because I use a magic stat, some people will hate you. In any case, I must collect many items. I have some already, but I'm still looking for an arcane-infused artifact. You don't happen to have one, I imagine? Well, if you do, tell me, please. I will keep that in mind. Alright. So here's the town of Dearth. This is kind of the starting town. The ruins of Corpol are a decent low-level dungeon, as is the Trollmire. But I'm going to head to the southeast, where there's the dungeon that I actually want to do next. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff in this zone. I want to be careful not to trigger. There's some events that, I also don't want to run into that guy because they will eat me alive. There's some events that you can trigger if you go to the wrong place on the map, so I need to be careful not to do that. And I can't remember exactly where the town that I'm looking for is, so I might get lost here. What are you? Entrance to this? Yeah, here we go. Elvala, the town. This is sort of the Elfland town. So the first dungeon that I'm going to do is the Reloran Camp. I think this is sort of the easiest dungeon here, and we're going to do this one and try to deal with these giant white rats and mice and things. There's a lot of enemies here. It's a good thing that my mace has burst damage on hit. I do 5 damage to everything in an AoE. Ow, I'm taking a lot of pain here. I'm going to actually activate my Grace of the Eternals as well. Try to kill these guys. I might have to teleport out if there's a lot of these fuckers. In fact, I might stare scum a bit. No, I should be okay. Flurry that guy down, which, oh yeah! When I flurry, it does 30 damage in a burst AoE because it hits 6 times, so my plus 5 damage on hit is like really powerful with flurry. That's pretty cool, actually. Alright. Finally killed all the damn rats. I'm bleeding, though. I'm gonna activate my shield to prevent some bleed damage here. Oh, something hit me. gray mold. Okay, let's flurry it to death, and then let's switch to this bow, and let's shoot that guy, and let's stab that guy, and let's wait. Okay, there's more stuff. I might have to stair scum my way out. Can I even stair scum my way out? Not really. I'm gonna blink a little ways. Oh, that was a failure due to high paradox. I'm gonna shoot this mold, and hopefully I can take it out. Nope. Reloading is having problems, so let's switch to reload. Let's shoot him. Let's reload, and let's shoot him. Okay, and I leveled up and regained my health. That was pretty handy time to level up there, because I actually was in a lot of trouble. So we're gonna quickly put my points in. Because I hit level 5, I get 2 class points and no generic points every 5 levels, and every 10 levels I'm going to be able to access a new skill category, which is pretty sweet. We're going to keep doing 2 points in Dex and a point in Con. I'm considering leveling. I don't really need to level Flurry. I don't really need a point in swap. I think I'm just gonna sink both my points into weapon folding just to increase my damage here. Another option would have been to get a point in words are failing me. Piercing arrow to give myself a beam attack, because that would have been quite useful. Like, as you saw there, I am seriously lacking any AoE effects right now, so that's going to be probably my next skill point investment, now that I have weapon folding maxed out. Alright. Now, can I kill it? Yeah, so if I hit this guy 6 times, the AoE damage from my mace's ability will kill that guy. Unfortunately, I didn't hit quite enough. But hey, my mace still burned him to death anyways. Pretty sweet mace. I definitely want a better bow, is the thing that I want. Oh, come on, game. So one thing that you'll notice is that I can't see very far, because I only have a I am carrying a lantern, and my lantern only has, as you saw there, a 71 damage flurry, which is pretty sweet. My lantern only has a light radius of 2, which is quite dangerous for me, because not being able to see things makes it hard to kill things. Elven Guard, I missed him, but I was able to take him out there. Some black oozes that are coming after me, but they went down fairly quickly. Mean looking Elven Guard. Shoot him. Keep shooting him. Keep shooting them. So as you see, my damage went up significantly because I put more points in Dex and got wow, that was 104 damage flurry. That's pretty sweet. Iron Mace of Projection. Oh, okay, let's take a look at some of the items I picked up. For instance, this Psionicus Copper Ring of Perseverance. Gives me plus willpower, gives me stun and freeze immunity, and life regen, and increases my mental save, so it makes it harder for me to like get confused and stuff. That's awesome. So we're gonna put that on. This Mace of Projection's worse than the Flaming Mace, so. But the War Axe of Projection. Also, I think slightly worse than the Flaming Mace, so we won't worry about this stuff right now. Okay. Gonna clear this floor. Oh, that's a rare enemy. Rare enemies drop rare items, but are also much more dangerous. This guy probably won't be that bad because the base mob isn't super dangerous. He's just a rat, and he's only a level 4 rat, so I was able to take him out in only 2 shots. But I did get Tempest Wasp, the rare axe, which increases my which, let's switch back to what Rain said. Decreases my damage slightly, but also does 8 lightning damage in a burst. Plus 7 mine damage. Yeah, this is just way better than my mace is, so we're going to, I'm also going to transmogrify this crab so it's not cluttering up my inventory. The rest of this will be transmogrified automatically when I change the zone, but those things weren't in my inventory. A moment, so here I am at a door, have to open this door. An elven mage, Mages can be, as you can see there, very dangerous, they hurt a lot. I needed to use my shield to deal with that. Ow, I may die. I'm bleeding, but I think I can shoot this guy before he kills me. I'm bleeding a lot though. I think I'm gonna die from the bleed. Sure looks like it. If I rune door, it increases my resistances. Okay. Bleeding didn't kill me. I guess bleeding can't quite kill you. That's good to know. So that mage fucked me up. Let's go pick up that longsword and open another door and keep going. Maybe this wasn't the right dungeon to do. Lore found. We must be on guard. The Council of Elders is desperate to find us, to hunt us down and suppress us. But we will not be suppressed. We have our rights. Their scouts try to track us down, and their spies try to infiltrate our numbers. They cannot accept any others having power, or any voice but their own being heard. We have split away from our people, and we follow our own path now. We're outcasts. They call us renegades, anarchists. They think of us as nothing but vermin to be crushed underfoot. But we will not endure their cruel suppression. Our voice will be heard across the world, and they shall recognize a new race of power, the mighty Reloran. So, as you can see, very friendly and lovely people who everyone would love to get along with. I think that was a helmet that I just picked up. That could be quite useful. Auto-explore a bit. Oh, that's a mage. Ow! That hurt real bad. Okay. Killed that guy. Let's rest before we go around that corner and maybe trigger more enemies like this one. Trigger my shield and step up to this guy and shoot him, and shoot him, and shoot him. Okay. Made from the bones of many creatures, this staff glows with power. You can feel its evilness even from a distance. So that guy actually dropped a unique staff, which I'm going to keep because it is, as you notice, powered by arcane forces, which means I can give it to that mage who wanted an arcane infused item. I can't use this myself because I don't use staves, but still fine. And I'll put on this stabilizing rough leather cap of Constitution, which increases my physical save and gives me some Constitution and armor, which is nice. And then I'll shoot this mean-looking elven guard a bit. Alright. Looks like I have cleared that level successfully, so I'm gonna hop down to the next level of this dungeon. And do some auto-exploring. Gonna activate my shield before I step up to this guy, since he's a deadly tempest. Ow, 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 ow. I will archer him a bit. Ow, that guy hurts too. Shoot that guy, switch to weapons and stun him to death, and step back into this corner and rest. Oh no. Alright, I need to step up to this guy, so I'm going to use my speed boost here, and I will step up to him. And that, luckily my speed boost worked there. He didn't get to take a turn during that during my turn, so. And then my flurry actually one-shot him because my weapons do so much on-hit damage. The fact that I have flat on-hit damage from weapon folding and also flat on-hit damage from my weapon enchantments works really well with flurry, which does 6 attacks. Let's dodge that projectile, shall we? Activate shield, step back in. Oh, I can't hit that guy, can I? I'm able to shoot those guards a bit. Dodge that projectile and back out of the way. Trying to kite around for my shield to come back off cooldown. Took out that other guard. Ow. Shield. Oh, I should have been reloading during that time. That was pretty bad. I'm going to use Dimensional Step to get up adjacent to this guy, switch weapons, and finish him off. Alright. So as you can see, there's a fair amount of tactical stuff that goes on in this game. Oh, I think that's a slightly better cap than the one I'm wearing. Not really. A lot of the fights are very difficult. Even the ones that look pretty trivial. Took out that troll. Oh, there's a mean-looking elven guard to the north. Where is that guy? Oh, all the way up there, okay. Oh, crap, that's a lot of spellcasters. I'm gonna step around this corner. Oh, they can still see me around this corner. Okay, I'll see if I can take this guy out while my shield's on. And then I'm going to Dimensional Step away to, yeah, dodge that lightning blast and kite for my shield to come back up while reloading. Okay, I'll shoot him. Ow. Activate shield. Shoot him. Shoot him. Shoot him. Dodge out of the way. And this guy should be relatively simple to take down because he doesn't have a ranged attack. Alright, let's rest. Pick up another powerful staff sent in secret to Angelwyn by the Shaloran to aid in their fighting the plagues following the spell blaze. So that's another sweet staff, which is not useful to me because I cannot use staves. So really bad drops so far. The scintillating caverns must be protected. Our great leader has ordered it so, and his word is more binding than any law. Our numbers are few, and we must move in secrecy, but a quiet watch will be made on the caverns. Any who are seen to interfere in them must be lured here to our place of strength and brought before me for inquisition. More have joined our cause. Their eyes have been opened to the injustice our people have suffered. Blamed by the other races for the spellblaze and its effects, they are sick of the cowardice of the council, who sit in silence as we are scorned and hated across the world. But most of all, they are inspired by our great leader and the powers he has gained from studying the spellblaze. He alone realizes our full potential. He alone can see in our hearts what we are truly capable of. He has blessed me, rescued me from a tortured life, and touched me with his power. Only he can lead our people. With his mastery, the world will see our strength and recognize us as a true force to be reckoned with. Trust in his power, for he shall bring us all to glory. The Inquisitor. So, I think I did these dungeons in the wrong order. You're supposed to do the scintillating caverns first. This is the harder dungeon. Ow, 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 ow. Can I take this guy out without dying, hopefully? Ow, okay. Backing off. Oh well, slowly bleeding to death. Didn't bleed to death though, so I was able to take him out. So I'm not going to finish this dungeon. I'm going to go back and do the Spellblaze caverns first, because the boss to this dungeon will probably kill me, it turns out. Switch weapons and stab this bandit to death. Ow, he hurts though. Taking out these shadows, which I think might be being summoned by something, so it's possible that I just shooting the shadows isn't doing. Yeah, Glory Real, the giant rabbit. Kill the wabbit! Kill the wabbit! Kill the wabbit! Alright, well, I killed the wabbit pretty easily. He dropped a rare shield, once again, fucking useless for me. Ah, okay. Alright, that's a lot of archers. I'm gonna step up to them, activate my speed here, and I'm going to take out this elven mage with my flurry. Oh, didn't even take him out with my flurry. But my lightning burst is doing burst damage to all these guys, which is nice, so this guy might be able to kill me when my... Okay, I haven't actually taken any damage, so my shield is still good here. Ow, okay, that hurt. I'm gonna back off and try to kite for stuff to come back up, I guess. Let's dimension step away and keep running. Alright, this guy's shooting that guy in the back, which is very obliging of him. So when that guy dies to the elven mage shooting him in the back, okay, so that projectile's gonna hit me, I'm gonna use phase door to jump away. It unfortunately jumps me right next to this guy, which isn't exactly where I wanted to be. But at least I can hit him, and then I can use flurry to kill him, and then my shield has come back up. I can step up to him, I can stun him, and I can take him out. Okay. Doing a harder dungeon than I should be doing here, but it's going okay so far. And that's my mistake, it's me not remembering how to play this game properly. Looks like I have finished with this level, so we're going to recall to the surface using this Rod of Recall. And I think that's where I'll cut this. Ooh. Talent gives me bonuses to my Temporal Mastery talent. That's pretty useful. And yeah, this item's slightly better than that one, I guess. So really bad drops so far from this dungeon, so hopefully the lower level dungeon will give me better drops. Anyways, so transmogrifying all of those things. Jumping back to the surface, I'm going to go do this scintillating caves now. But first, I'm going to cut this video. So, hope you guys have enjoyed this look at Tales of Maj'Eyel, or TOME. Like I said, this is a pretty fun, pretty detailed, pretty difficult roguelike RPG. And yeah, let me know if you are enjoying this series and want to see more of it, or if you hate this and don't want to see more of it. And as always, please feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe to my channel. And I will catch you guys next time. GG.